Today is May 25th, 2012, and today is Judy's birthday, and it's her big 6-0.
May 28th.
That's what I said.
May 28, 2012.
Yeah.
They even had national holiday for me today, and a lot of people didn't work.
Because it happens to be Memorial Day.
Oops! Is that what it was?
Tell us about your first 60 years.
60 years. Well, I had a great mom and dad, Lucille and Tim Jewett, and they expected a lot of me. And because I was the first kid. But anyway, so I excelled at everything. I really did. I excelled. And, my favorite story is I used to look at the yearbooks and say, hey, when I graduate from high school, I would like to have this said about me. So I made a list, and I accomplished it all, and then some. And it's almost embarrassing, but I was a queen. I was class officer 4 years. I was in the Honor Society, president of the largest girls club, and et cetera, et cetera. Went to college, and I could have had a scholarship with the flute, but I wanted to stay local, and so I went to University of Cincinnati, and they allowed me to have extra large loads while I also had a great job at a hospital. And I graduated in 3 years and honors, and I took a job as a teacher making less than I did in my 20-hour-a-week job at a hospital. So I've always felt really blessed. Then Randy and I got married, and we had Brian and Michael Doyle, who are blessings to me, and we had a good life. Even though we're divorced, we had a lot of fun and travels and good experiences, and his family and my family. I mean, it was just all really good. And now I went to college 3 times, got 3 degrees. Last time I went, the teacher in sales, he says, stay after class, last night in the class. I think you need to go in sales because you're the best student I've had ever in all my years, and you can make money. So I told Randy, well, I think I'll try sales before I get to be 50. Nobody will hire me. And so I went into sales, and I was already one of the top sellers my first year. And I've made good money, made a lot of friends, had a lot of respect, done things I never thought I'd ever do, made connections I never thought I'd have. And it's been real good. And the best thing in life is having my granddaughter, Riley.
Say hi.
Hi.
Because, look at me crying.
She's awesome.
I know. I used to pray to God, when I was young, I'd say, I want a daughter. And he'd keep on giving me Brian and Michael, which is good. But then one day, I realized I've got one.
All right, Mom, tell, not to interrupt. Sorry.
Tell what?
About the weakest link.
Oh, that's another cool thing, because most people will never be on a game show, much less win it. But I've always been kind of smart at stuff, so when they came to Tulsa, about 3,000 people tried out for Weakest Link. It was the #1 game show at the time, and I made it. Went to California and won it. And the next year I tried out for Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and they chose me. But once they found out I already won one, they said no. But anyway, I thought I had a career for a while winning game shows.
Tell us about being PTA president in the early 90s.
Well, I was that a few years. I was head of fundraising and yearbooks and everything under the sun. But that's because Randy gave me the luxury of only having to have a part-time job so I could volunteer a lot. So eventually the Tulsa area United Way chose me as one of their top volunteers of the year in Tulsa, which was an honor. And so as a part of my honor, I had to choose a way to volunteer for the community, and I chose to be Carrie Kangaroo. So I was Carrie Kangaroo at rallies and events and grade schools, and went around in a mascot suit. It was really fun. And now, God bless me again, because I'll cry again, but I have the best guy in the world. Don't you think?
He's pretty cool. I like Malcolm.
He sure is. Sometimes I look at him and I think, how did I get so lucky? But he thinks that too. What a goofball, huh? I'm a crybaby. I